You've heard of Clue the board game. Well, this is Clue the card game. Mystery beyond the mansion. Same characters out of the mansion now. Where are they heading? Who knows? Let's go and catch them. Includes card tray. And Clue, the card game beyond Mystery Beyond the Mansion. It's 1949 and Colonel Mustard, Miss Peacock, and the other famous Clue characters are up to no good. Mr. Bobby is the victim of foul play once again, and this time the good party has escaped his mansion. What vehicle was used to make the getaway? And where's the culprit hiding? Did Mrs. Scarlet hop up into a flashy roadster and speed away to the Alamo? Or did Professor Plum plot a seaplane to reach Miami Beach? As a detective, it's your job to solve the mystery. There are hundreds of possibilities, but only one solution. Just as in the Clue the board game, you'll use a detective note sheet to track information, action cards, place the game, and provide new ways to get clues. Be first to figure out who committed the crime, how the suspect is traveling, and where the suspect is heading. And you win. Includes the suspect vehicle and destination cards, destination markers, trade, and detective notepads. It's by Winning Move Games. Hasbro. Copyright 2002. Game facts. Go to www.winningmoves.com. Check it out. So here's our Clue detective notebook. We got Colonel Mustard, Professor Plum, Mr. Green, Miss Peacock, Miss Scarlet, Miss White. And our vehicles are airliner, automobile, train, hot air balloon, seaplane, and limousine. Our destinations are Coney Island, Niagara Falls, Lincoln Memorial, Miami Beach, Mount Rushmore and Old Faithful, a Go Gate Bridge and Alamo, and the Hoover Dam. Clue, the card game. Check it out. So here's our location cards. And here are our regular cards. You see how we have the hot air balloon, got the limousine, got the aeroplane, got the terrain, got the Alamo, got Coney Island, got Colonel Mustard, got Old Faithful, got Miss Peacock, got Mr. Green, got Mrs. Scarlet, got Professor Plum, got a Miss White, got the airliner, got the automobile, hey, got the Golden Gate Bridge, hey, and got the Hoover Dam, hey, got the Lincoln Memorial, got Miami Beach, hey, we even got Niagara Falls, hey, and we got Mount Rushmore, hey, and those are the Clue cards. Then we got private tips. So we got these little private tips here, which are new. Then we got these Super Sleuth cards, which are new with the game. Then we got all Snoop cards, which Snoop, there it is. Snoop, doggy dog. And we got suggestion cards. So we got all these cool little cards here. And then we got the rules, so let me read you the rules. Alright, we got the rules. I'm going to read you the rules. It's Clue, the card game, Mystery Beyond the Mansion. The introduction is it's the year 1949 and Mr. Bobby is the victim of foul play in his mansion. The suspect who committed this dastardly has escaped and is now racing in an unknown vehicle to a secret destination. The object is to be the first to solve the crime by correctly naming the suspect, the destination, and the vehicle. You'll catch on quickly to gameplay if you've played Clue the board game. Equipment is 21 Clue cards, 39 detective action cards, 9 destination markers, detective note sheets, plastic card tray. The Clue cards include suspect, vehicle, destination. Special features are noted on each vehicle destination card. Each destination knows its geographical location, north, south, east, or west. Each vehicle card indicates its red or blue vehicle. The features are important when clue gathering. The action cards determine what players may do on their turns. Setup. Appoint a dealer. The dealer separates 21 clue cards by type. 6 suspects, 6 vehicles, 9 destinations. Shuffles each type separately face down, then selects one each type. Sight unseen. Places these sideways in a tray, making sure that no player sees their identity. and represents the solution to come. Next, he shuffles together the remaining 18 clue cards and deals them as evenly as possible to the players. Each player receives a detector note sheet pencil. Check off all the identity of the clue cards in your hand. The dealer next shuffles the action cards and places them face down and a tray on top of the solution cards. The dealer then gives each player one action card from the top of the action deck to add to their hand. Turn face down the destination markers and place them randomly around the tray. Each player then takes the destination marker and places it face up on the table in front of him. Dealer turns face up and the remaining destination markers around the tray. Game is now ready to begin. Player to dealer plays first, play passes to the left. On your turn, you take the top card of the action card deck and add it to your hand. Play one of your two action cards. See playing action. Conclude your turn by checking off the identity of any clue cards you were shown during your turn. Feel free to keep notes on your note sheet, such as what you see happening during other players' turns. Unless you are ready to make an accusation, your turn now ends. Place the action card you just played on this card pile in the tray. The player to the left now takes his turn playing action cards. There are 5 different types of action cards to play an action card, except private tip. Simply take the card from your hand and place it face up on the table in front of you. Make a suggestion from any destination. Decide which destination will be part of your suggestion. If the destination is different than the one you are in, exchange your current destination marker for the desired destination. Another player has a destination marker. Give that player yours in return. Desired destination markers in the tray. Exchange it for the marker once in the destination marker before you make your suggestion. Make a suggestion from present destination or move. You may only make a suggestion from the destination whose destination marker is currently before you, or you can exchange the destination marker for another, but if you do so, you end your turn without making a suggestion. See, making a Snoop. Select an opponent to lay his entire hand face down on the table. Pick any one card and look at it, taking care that no other player sees its identity. Return the card to the opponent, who then picks up his entire hand. All Snoop means that each player will place his entire hand face down toward the player indicated on the card. Each player then snoops on the hand offered to him. Super Sleeve. Read aloud the card and show it to your opponents. Each, in turn, must now show you one clue card with the specified feature. For example, show me a destination in the south. If player doesn't have a card of that kind specified, it shows nothing. Private tip. Pass this card face down to an opponent who picks it up and reads it to himself. He then returns this card along with one clue card of the type requested, or all cards held of this type, if so instructed by the private tip card. If the opponent has no cards of the type requested, he returns only private tip card. Return clue cards to the opponent after studying them. Ending your turn. After you played an action card, place the face on this card compartment of the tray unless you played a private tip. Identity of these cards needs to be kept secret from your opponents, so slip them under tray face. Make a suggestion. To make a suggestion, name a suspect vehicle and destination whose marker is before you. Making a suggestion throughout the game will help you determine by process of elimination which 3 cards complete are the solution. Proving a suggestion true or false. As soon as you make a suggestion, your opponents in turn try to prove it false. The first to try is the player on your left. The player looks at his cards to see if one of the 3 cards you just named is there. If so, he must show it to you and no one else. If the player has more than one of the cards named, he selects just one to show you. If that opponent has none of the cards that you named, and the chance to prove your suggestion false passes in turn to the next player on the left. As soon as any opponent shows you one of the cards you named, it is proof that the card cannot be part of the solution. End your turn by checking off this card on your note sheet. Some players also find it helpful to mark the initials of the player who showed them the card. If no one is able to prove your suggestion false, you may either end your turn or make a suggestion. Special note about suggestions. When you make suggestions, you may, if you wish, name one or more of the cards that you hold in your hand. This can help to pinpoint information or to mislead your opponents. Make an accusation. When you think you have figured out which 3 cards compromise the solution, you should make an accusation on your turn. You may do so after you play an action card, or if you are convinced you have the solution, you may make an accusation without playing the action card. Do so by naming the 3 elements you believe will be found in the solution. Begin by saying, I accuse suspect of committing the crime they are traveling to destination in the vehicle. Then, taking care that no one else sees, look at the 3 clue cards of the solution. Note if a suggestion, the destination name must be the same as the destination marker before you. In an accusation, you may name any destination. Also remember that you may only 1 accusation per game. Winning if your accusation is correct, that is, the 3 elements you named are the solution. Show the other players the cards and claim your victory. Great detective work, you win. If your accusation is correct, secretly return all 3 cards of the solution face down below the action deck. Be careful not to blurt out any part of the solution. You remain in the game but make no further plays, so you cannot win. You continue to try to prove your opponent's suggestions false. Opponents may still exchange destination markers with you as usual. Playing again. Play again. The deal passes to the left to the prior dealer. He collects all the cards, reshuffles the action cards, clue cards, proceeds to randomly select 3 cards to the next solution. He then deals out the remaining clue cards. The setup above the destination markers is shuffled face down before use. Note a detective note sheet may be used to play 4 games before it is filled up. Tournament. You may wish to play until 1 player has solved 2 or 3 crimes. Decide on this before your first game. That player is claimed as Master Detective becomes the overall winner. Rules for the 1 against all version. Here's an exciting variation. 1 player assumes the role of a fugitive before play begins. This player will secretly select the 3 elements of the crimes. All the other players will attempt to solve the crime before the fugitive escapes. This occurs if the action deck is exhausted prior to correct accusation being made. How to play. Play is identical to the standard game except as noted below, decide which player will be the fugitive. If you play several games, a different player gets to be the fugitive each time. The fugitive also acts as the dealer and will have a limited role during the game's play. The fugitive searches through the clue deck and decides which 3 cards will represent his escape plan. Suspect he is disguised as, the vehicle he's fleeing in, and his destination. The fugitive places these 3 clue cards in the tray sideways, and then beginning with the player to the left deals the remaining clue deck to all players, including himself, just as the standard game. Fugitive shuffles the action deck and deals 1 card to each other player, none to himself, and then places the deck face down in a tray. As usual, the fugitive does not take turns making suggestions, but does respond to any private tip card played against him and to any super sleuth card played when a suggestion is made. Fugitive does not participate unless no other player can refute the suggestion. When the fugitive does refute a suggestion, he earns a reward. Namely, he removes a card from the top of the action deck and places it face up on the discard pile. This shortens the time the other players have to solve the case. When making the suggestion, the detective says, I suggest that fugitive's name is disguised as suspect and is traveling by vehicle to destination. 6. When making an accusation, the detective says, I accuse player's name of assuming the disguise of suspect he or she is traveling by vehicle to destination. That's about the same thing. 5 and 6 are like the same rules. What? Except one's for say. Should have just said when making a suggestion or accusation, the detective says. Anyway. 7. Winning. A detective wins by making a correct accusation before the action deck is exhausted. The fugitive wins. The action deck is used up before anyone makes the correct accusation. Gameplay 2002 Winning Moves Incorporation, all rights reserved. Clues trademark Hasbro to copyright 2000. Questions. We'll be happy to answer your questions or comments about Clue, the card game Mystery Beyond Dimension. Write to Winning Moves Games, 100 Comfort Hill Drive, Suite 102, Danvers, Massachusetts 01923, fax 978-739-4847, or email wmoves@winningmoves.com. Winning Moves Online. Visit our website. The information and rules for all our classic card games and new games at www.winningmoves.com. Also available as Pit and Rook. I will put a link to the Winning Moves website in the description. So that's been Clue, not the board game, but Clue, the card game. The mystery card game that is Clue. Remember, God is good. Jesus is God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Jesus loves you. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And comment if you've ever seen the Clue movie. Down below, comment on any other versions of Clue you may have played, because I have a couple of other versions of Clue, and that you might want to see me do a review on this channel. Comment your favorite suspect, Clue character. Comment what you think about this review, or whatever. And everybody have a great, wonderful, amazing day. And I hope you all are enjoying these card games. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and keep on gaming and keep on collecting. And you don't have a clue what's coming up next on my videos. And you never have a clue what kind of YouTube video I'll make on this channel. So stay clued in, tuned in, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications to be the first one is notified of upcoming new videos. Maybe not each and every day, but I try anyway. Laters. Have a great day. Clue, 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 clue. Clue. This has been Clue, the card game. Mystery Beyond the Mansion. For you.